All right, so tough, hard-fought game. Good to go on the road against a good opponent, a good offense, and get a win. Got to clean some things up, but I thought our guys battled. We fought pretty hard. Had to make some adjustments there in the second half, and I thought they handled that well. And ultimately, you know, we got the win, but we need to clean some things up and play a little bit better. So that's our focus now is on to Dallas and how to stop this crew.
I know third down's a big deal for you guys. What was the issue on third down?
Yeah, they made some good plays. You know, a couple calls I'd like to have back. You know, I thought one thing, and we didn't really, why those calls, I called them, didn't get that particular play type or route or whatever the case may be. So, you know, that's always going to be a blend of me calling it and setting it up the right way and then some execution, you know, and, you know, give them credit too. They made some plays, but I think ultimately just a little bit better feel by me and a little bit better execution.
Now that you have 5 games with CJ, how far has he come in that time, and how much left does he have to?
Yeah, a lot. I always say I think all our players are going to continue to ascend and play our best ball as we keep getting going, you know, because every rep's a learning experience, and especially with a vet like that that's played a lot of ball, the more he sees and you know, the more he's out there playing for us, I think he's going to continue to ascend. But I really like where his game's at. He made a couple big-time plays for us in that game. You know, he's doing a really good job with the mental part of it and the checks and the communication. And you see his skill set starting to show up why we acquired him. So happy where he's at, but just like everybody, I'm sure he wants to keep improving and keep elevating his game.
John, what do you think of the tackling when you play off? Obviously, you're going to want in zones. You're going to want your guys to tackle in space. Was that an issue on Sunday?
A little bit. I'm sure, you know, we missed a couple there, and again, it's credit to them. They play the game in space, you know, with guys that are talented with the ball in their hands. And, you know, I think some of the calls, you know, I could have took a little pressure off of some guys, calling the game a little bit different. But we're always going to, every week we talk about tackling, you know, tracking the near hip, the technique of that, population of the ball. You know, when it gets a little scary out there when it's one-on-one in space, you know, with not a lot of people around you. So we just got to make sure we're doing a good job with the cup and our angles and population of the ball.
What's the best way to describe what Cooper Rush is doing that's working for them?
Efficiency. You know, I think he's playing very efficient right now. He knows where to go with the ball. He's accurate. He's running the offense. They put a lot on the quarterback's plate to get him in ideal calls, and he's doing that. And they're talented around him, you know. So he's playing really good football right now, and they got good players around him. So I think he's very efficient right now on first and second down and third down, situational ball, red zone. They're playing well. We got a big time challenge.
You have to prepare differently for him compared to if Dak Prescott plays, you know.
You know, it's a very similar offense when we look at Dak from all last year, and then even the first game, and then the last 4 that Cooper's played. You know, it's not much. You know, I mean, he's doing a good job. They really didn't break stride when he came in the game, and he's played these last 4 games. So, you know, Doug, the quarterback coach, is a really good coach, and obviously Kellen's a really good coach, and you know, they're doing a good job with him.
When you're playing against a team that has the defense has played so well, shut teams down, points are going to be at a premium this week. Does that change your approach on how you prepare your defense? That points are going to be for your offense are going to be at a premium?
Not too much. Points are always at a premium. I understand the question; it's a good question, but we always try to keep that score down. You know, so we understand that it's going to be. They got a really good defense, just like everybody else does. You know, but they take the ball away at a high clip. And they keep the score down, so we're going to have to do the same thing.
As you start a week against a team that likes to run, or I suppose runs more than they pass the ball, at least last week, what's the value of having Jordan Davis here?
Yeah, I mean, good question, Zach. They are doing a really good job in the run game, and it's not just because they're calling a lot of runs. They're efficient and they create explosives with their runs. So we're going to have to do a good job. It's not just Jordan; it's all 11. You know, good run defense is all 11 guys, not one guy. So I think, we got to put our guys in position to make some plays and not always have tough downs. And we got to have population of ball and tackle, because these backs, they break tackles when they're one-on-one. So we got to have more than one hat to the ball.
Where do you feel like you are as a run defense?
I think we're pretty good. We've had some runs that have popped, you know what I mean, which you always got to clean those up because you don't want explosive runs to hit you. And I think, I think we've been pretty good. I think we can always clean up. We probably got a little leaky at times, Sunday, which you'd like to think, that 3-yard run that's going for 6, you'd like to get it down for 3, but that's always a work in progress. And that's one of the things I talk about us getting better. That's always one of the things on our guys' mind is, how can we get these runs down a little bit better? But I don't know the stats about that, but you don't want teams to be in 2nd and 2 all day running the ball on first down. So, and that's what Dallas does a really good job of. They're not playing the game in 3rd and long. They're not. I mean, it's, you watch the LA game and it's 2nd and 2 all day. It's tough, hard. That's a tough way to go on defense. So our guys will know that, and we're up for the challenge.
When you play a mobile quarterback like Kyler Murray, do you adjust your pass rush at all to be maybe a little more disciplined or gap integrity?
Yeah, you always look at who you have to defend and how they're creating, what their skill set is of all 11 guys that you're playing against, and you put together a plan to try to minimize that skill set. So I thought our rush did a really good job of being disciplined, not letting them out. We had a couple calls up that we purposely flushed them and to a guy that was rallying to him. So I thought they did an excellent job with the rush plan, and not just the rush plan, the run game. There's a lot of different things that they create because of the quarterback run, just like our offense does, that it's not just day one install and here's your rules. There's a lot of things going on during that game that those guys did a really good job with to be disciplined and execute the call, which I was happy with.
Is there any difference in mobility between Cooper Rush and Dak Prescott? Is one more mobile than the other?
Both of them, when they need to move, they move, so, I really don't. I mean, when they need to make off-schedule plays, they both can do that, and Cooper's shown that he can do that. I mean, he's got a really good feel in the pocket. When it starts to collapse a little bit, he knows where to find that open rush lane and step up and throw it. So we're going to have to do a good job, just like last week, of being disciplined with our rush. However many people we're bringing, our 4-man, but it's going to be a big challenge for us.
John, to that end, what makes Kaiser a good fit for that spiral that we kind of saw him in?
He's fast and he has pretty good feel about that, but really, the play that he made early, that starts with the front. They did a really good job with that to make him go where we wanted him to go. So that's a collective thing, but Kaiser has a pretty good feel for it. He's done that in the past, and he's fast, so you don't want to have a guy that's, spying the quarterback and can't run him down. I've been a part of that mess. But so I thought he's done a good job with that.
As a follow-up on Kaiser, it was
No comment.
his lowest percentage of snaps. Was there a reason you went away from that package in this game?
Say that again, Zach.
In Kaiser's case, he played at
Yeah.
37%.
Yeah, we how we set up the game plan was we were going to major in a one personnel group that he didn't happen to be in, but that always changes week to week. That'll change this week, and I thought he did a good job when he came in and the snaps that he played, and he's in some of those the known pass packages for us, and then he did a good job in the Philly package for us. So I was pleased where he's at.
What was the reason for majoring in that specific package?
Quarterback run game.
JJ, you have so many new pieces in this group and really at every level. What was the key to kind of getting them to play as a group so quickly?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think we're still getting there. I think we got a ways to go with that, and I like where we're at, but that's always, a process that you're going through as, what are we, a quarter through the season now, or give or take. That's why I really think our best ball is ahead of us, just because, one of the best defenses I've been on was in 17 with Minnesota. Those starters, they played with each other for 4 years, for the group of that that defense. Indy was the same way. Our third year, we were in the top 10, and that group of those guys played together a good amount of. They play a lot together. So that is real, and guys, you can plug and play. But there is an adjustment period of getting, this is where this guy's going to be. This is how this guy's going to make that check. This is the communication to it. I really like where we're at, but I do think I'm excited about our opportunity to keep ascending with that, with the guys that are playing.
You felt good about Josiah, obviously, but you hadn't seen him play extended times like that over the past 2 games. What did you learn about him over the past 2 games?
He's tough as nails. He does his job. Plays with a lot of juice. He can cover. He tackles. You saw a couple of those plays on the screens. I mean, thank God he made them because there was a lot of space there if he doesn't. But really like where Josiah's at. I thought he actually played better this week than last week, and he played good last week. He's played winning football for us twice in a row now. And like I said, like if that spot's not right, it's hard living. And he's done a really good job for us. So. Happy for him.
How instructive are the Dallas games from last year? Because your defense has changed quite a bit, and if the quarterback's different for that, very different offense.
We obviously used those games. We looked at all last year, and then we're looking at this year. But you just see, hey, what do they think we're going to play, and how are they going to attack it, and what calls did they like to get to versus certain things, and that's always a chess match, as we go. But this week it's, I want to line up and be simple and play and out execute and out hit them, and that's going to be our challenge to them because they do the exact same thing on offense. They kind of line up, they play, they out execute, and they out hit you. So it'll be good on good Sunday night.
Thank you.
Okay.